Have you ever finally got the courage to put yourself out there or open up and share something really, really personal, only to find yourself feeling really, really sick, scared, and thinking, what have I done? That's called a vulnerability hangover. And in this video, we're going to talk about that. That's coming up. Hey everyone, it's Corey and welcome to my channel. That's all about motivating and inspiring people to choose life through my own experiences, positive and negative. And if you're a new viewer, can you please consider subscribing? Let's get into it. So we're going to talk about the vulnerability hangover. And I'll be honest, folks, I've experienced this a few times over the last few months and possibly over, a period of my life. I just can't remember. But yeah, it's really, I've just experienced it a lot lately ever since I started my YouTube channel, because at least on 5 or 6 occasions, I've really opened up, really put myself out there, shared my story, shared my experiences, and just felt very, very vulnerable. And, the first time was when I shared my story of, how I broke my neck surfing, was drowning, ended up paralyzed, in hospital, then coming out of hospital, experiencing all the fears, the emotions, the depression, the anxiety, wanting to kill myself, just opening up and sharing that story. And, when I first did the video, I was excited to share it. I was super, super excited to share my story because I really wanted to inspire and help people out there. Like, I really thought it could help and inspire people, which it has. It's been seen like nearly 1,500 times, which, I'm really proud of that. So I made the video, I put it out there, and the next morning I woke up and man, I felt like crap. I was experiencing what we're talking about is the vulnerability hangover. It's where you're just filled with so much fear, regret. You're just like, what have I done? Why did I do this? What have I done? And yeah, it's not cool. Like, I felt really sick in my stomach, and it kind of passed because I focused on the next video. But like I said, I've experienced it a lot lately, probably 5 or 6 times, and I didn't really understand it until my wife explained it to me. Like, when I woke up just recently, I put out my video, my PTSD, trauma, and anxiety story. I really felt the vulnerability hangover with that. Like, it was really huge. So, like I said, I've experienced probably 5 times, but the PTS story next day was crazy, right? So I woke up the next day and obviously I must have just not looked very well, because Becky's like, you're all right, you're a bit sick or something. And I said to her, like, I feel like crap. Like, I am so scared. I have a lot of regret. I don't know why I did that video. I don't know why I put it out. I just felt sick to my stomach, folks. Like, yeah. And I looked terrible. Like, it was affecting me a lot, right? And I just felt really, really crappy. And my wife, Becky, said to me, she goes, you've got a vulnerability hangover. And I was like, what? And at first, I didn't actually hear her say vulnerability. I just heard her say, you got a hangover. And I was like, I haven't been drinking. Like, I haven't been drinking. I don't have a hangover. She goes, no, you got a vulnerability hangover. Have you heard of Brene Brown? Brene Brown's an amazing, lady. You can jump on YouTube and find her. Her TEDx talk is huge on vulnerability and the vulnerability hangover. And Becky started explaining to me what it was. So after I had my shower, I jumped online and I started researching Brene Brown and the vulnerability hangover. And I was blown away, because I didn't know this existed. And yeah, and I thought, this is crazy stuff, right? So I really want to share with you this experience because I really want to encourage, people out there to open up and share your story, because I personally, find it very therapeutic. Knowing that it's going to inspire and help other people by showing my vulnerability, showing what I've been through, my experiences that I've been through, is going to inspire, motivate other people and show other people that, hey, it's okay that, to reach out for help. It's okay when you're feeling down, feeling depressed, feeling anxious, going through whatever it is you're going through. It's okay to reach out and get help. But man, I felt, really crappy, sharing that stuff. So I think the reason why that we feel the vulnerability hangover, and Brene said like this as well, Brene Brown said this as well, is because we live in a society where, it's not cool to open up, to put yourself out there, or to open up, share your feelings, share your thoughts, share your experiences, and, be vulnerable. Like, it's seen as weak. And, I totally disagree with that. I see it as strength. I totally see it as, you are super strong, right? And we all know that it's not helpful to harbor, all these thoughts, these feelings and experiences, all these negative ones, because, the suicide rate is just huge. It's out of control. It's an epidemic. It's very, very sad. People suffering and everything like that. So I think it's important to, be vulnerable and open up and share what what you're feeling with other people. And, that's why I want to share this, because I just want you to know, the process and what's going to happen when you do that. Like, first of all, you're going to be scared. You're going to be scared to, open up, be vulnerable, and share what you're feeling or what you've experienced. And then once you do, you're going to feel like, yeah, I've done it. Like, that's cool. But then you're going to have that regret, that fear, that what have I done? That sick feeling in your stomach, like, what are people going to think? Is it going to help it? Like, yeah, it's just a normal part of the process. And I want you to know, like, when you're feeling the vulnerability hangover, it's just discomfort. That's the only way to describe it. You're going to feel very, very uncomfortable, right? But I want you to think of discomfort as a sign of growth. It's a good thing, right? So whenever you feel, uncomfortable, a lot of discomfort, just think of it like, I'm growing. This is a good thing for me. It's actually really, really good for you. Like, opening up and sharing my PTSD, trauma, anxiety story, as hard as it was so hard. Like, I really struggled to get through it, and I was really scared of crying. I was scared of being vulnerable. I was scared of what people would think. But it was very therapeutic for me. Very therapeutic. Like, it really helped me heal a lot, and it helped me realize some other things along the way that, I need to work on or share with my psychologist. Like, it was really, really good for me. So I think it is important, to open up, share, but then understand that the next day or the next few minutes afterwards, you might have that vulnerability hangover, and that's okay. It's part of the process. The discomfort is just growth, all right? So that's it from me, folks. I really hope it helps someone out there. And if you see value in what I do, please subscribe. If you want to pay it forward, please share. And don't forget to hit the notification bell. Got lots more videos coming out soon. Thank you very much.